Good morning, Ryan Baxter.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you tell us a little bit what you do?
Sure. I'm New York City Community Growth Lead for MetaProp NYC, world's leading early stage VC investor.
Yeah, we know them for sure.
I'm PropTech advisor to the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, a public agency with a $5 billion mandate to reduce New York State's carbon footprint.
Wow. And then you do one more thing, I think.
I'm also the co-founder of the PropTech Challenge, which is a pitch competition endeavoring to make it easier for the world to gain access to New York City real estate.
We're going to talk about that later. But how was this morning? Because this morning you were on stage. You had a big audience that was listening to you. What did you talk about with your panel?
This morning's panel was focused on the technologies making New York City's super tall offices desirable places to work.
Wow. Who was on the panel?
We had representatives from Brookfield Properties, Vornado Realty Trust, and Silverstein Properties, companies that are responsible for some of the most iconic buildings in New York City.
And what were the tips or takeaways that they talked about?
One of the very first tips that came up was that New York City real estate is immensely complicated. And even if you were to have $2 billion burning a hole in your pocket, you may not want the headache of trying to build a super tall office in New York City.
And why is that? Why not?
One of the biggest observations they shared was that you need a crystal ball. Given the planning and processing that goes into building these buildings, you need to predict 5 to 6, even 7 years in advance what tenants will want in your space, whether it's deciding on the floor plate size and thus the type of programming the space can support, or the systems that tenants might expect from a amenities or connectivity perspective. You got to be able to predict that very far in advance of actually building a building.
Okay, but do those 3 companies have that crystal ball?
It seems that way. And so Silverstein Properties is most noteworthy for their World Trade Center development projects. Yeah. Brookfield shares part of that site with the World Financial Center and has, as we learned today, been working on Manhattan West and its 5 buildings for the last 30 years. And Vornado has about 28 million square feet of Class A office throughout the city. And so I think it's safe to say they're all doing quite well with their crystal balls.
No, wow, amazing. And then, of course, you do you are the co-founder of the PropTech Challenge.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Happily. And so I started the PropTech Challenge with Sandy Jackalow while I was still at the Real Estate Board of New York. As part of the REBNY Tech Committee, we were endeavoring to help large real estate companies pursue PropTech collectively. One of the ways we thought we could help was acting as a platform to connect them with some of the world's leading talent, the expertise they may need on any number of the projects they're pursuing. Yeah. And so we started the PropTech Challenge competition as a hackathon.
And when was that?
This was back in 2017.
Yeah, I think
Time
we
flies.
met already at that time.
Exactly.
When you just started it.
Yes. Yeah. And ultimately you helped promote it, which I'm thankful for. But it has now become a pitch competition so that a larger universe of the world's PropTech entrepreneurs can get in front of the leading real estate companies. This year, we're able to compete across 4 challenge categories: operations and maintenance, architecture, engineering, construction and development, blockchain, and brokerage. Yeah. And we were able to garner submissions from 60 cities in 27 countries on 5 continents.
Wow.
Which was really, really great.
Amazing.
Ultimately substantiating this idea that the PropTech Challenge can be this funnel to help the world then get in front of leading real estate companies. And we're very thrilled that this year we were able to partner with the MIPIM Startup Competition.
Yeah, I know. So on Wednesday, on Tuesday, which day? Both days?
Both days. Tuesday, tomorrow at 4:15, we'll have the demo days for operations and maintenance and brokerage finalists. And then on Wednesday at 10 a.m., we have the AEC and development and the blockchain finalists pitching.
Wow, amazing. Really looking forward to that. What are you looking forward to the most this week during the New York Real Estate Tech Week? Of course, your own challenge. But what else are you really looking forward to?
So I'm super excited for MIPIM this year. It is the first time they're doing a 2-day conference, which to me is a very good sign that the world is still hot and bothered by PropTech. I'm also very excited for the PropTech Challenge, which is taking place during those, but we are having a networking dinner on Friday. That should be quite lovely. But MetaProp also has some business interests in this week. And so we have our annual LP meeting that I'm looking forward to as well.
Oh, nice. Well, Ryan, thank you for this interview and have an amazing week. And well, we're happy to see you a lot more this week.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for the opportunity.